metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment! Number 6 is out of control! Everyone get out of here now! Get out of here! The researcher's words are abruptly cut off as a massive hand materializes out of the gloom and lifts him into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sound echoing off the walls of the laboratory until the hand squeezes down, coating the room in deep crimson hue. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they've just seen. The female scientist takes a step back and lets fly with a heart-breaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake. For the sound of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all its terrible glory. Its body is a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull, and it is massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls from side to side as it chomps out. Tromps isn't a word I hear very often. As it chomps about in the room on all fours, bringing to mind the wild manoeuvrings of some wretched, starving beast. This creature, this thing, this experimental weapon number 6, also known as Halua. No, oh no, please stop! Oh God, save me, save me! I don't want to die! One by one, the maddened cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their petitions, it pays them no heed, instead continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, screaming stops, the alarms fall silence, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable hurrah that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's sound that curses those who are dared to bring such evil into the world, and yet one that it also seems to be pleading for help. Two steps of footsteps echo each other in an otherwise silent corridor in the first level of the laboratory. One set belongs to a young boy, his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained. The other belongs to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrists. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for the boy who cannot see. Excuse me? Could you please walk a bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded and... Rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. The last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. Without the ability to brace himself, he topples to the floor, smashing his head upon a pile of debris and causing a trickle of blood to worm its way down his pale, frightened face. Agonized by the pain, and the boy inadvertently opens his eyes, causing the falling drops of blood to emit a strange crackling sound before transforming into tiny white rocks. "Close your damn eyes!" roars the man. "Yes, sir," stammers the boy as he slams his lids shut. He hadn't realized the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appear against the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, also known as number 7. He is a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls under their gaze. "Don't look at me," barks the man. "Never look at me!" "I'm sorry, sir. I'm looking at the ground now. So if you just hand me the..." Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extends one foot and presses Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. "Stop, sir. You're hurting me." "I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, so do it." The man knows this boy, this weapon, could wipe him out with a single glance, yet subduing him in this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed, the man leans down, retrieves the blindfold, and tots it tightly around the boy's quivering head. Right then, on your feet, let's move. Emil staggers to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter. The pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they had set out for him to do. The second level of the laboratory is in an even worse shape than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of a decent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes linger on a section of the rubble stained a deep red, he has a sudden image of warm, gooey brownies slathered in strawberry sauce. His stomach lurches at the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remains of a human being rendered into what could only be described as paste. The man blinks, his eyes go strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly how many humans had to be sacrificed to create the scattered piles of flesh around him. After a moment, his thoughts simply cease altogether, as if his mind realizes that trying to put such a thing into form is folly. "You can go the rest of the way on your own," says the man, in a voice much weaker than he wishes it to be. "I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human. You're a monster." With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the hall. A helpless Emil simply listens as the footsteps of his erstwhile captor fade into the distance. Emil finds himself alone in a room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment he considers opening his eyes, but the thought of the horrors that await him quickly squashed this plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intently. Eventually, a far-off sound reaches his ears. That's the howl I heard before. Emil resumes walking, using the sound of the distant voice to guide him, almost as if it was calling him home. By the time Emil reaches the third level, he is moving on memory as much as sound. His hands and face are covered in fresh wounds from numerous falls, but every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. We studied together. We ate cookies together. We cried together. We laughed together. And sometimes I wish I was the only one who got yelled at. That's why I was never lonely. Our being together allowed me to stay strong. For Emil, his sister was all he had to live for. So holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on, one step after the other. Finally, Emil finds himself drawing close to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now. As he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about his mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of the experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of the researchers. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts its head in Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the fingers, then the hands, arms, legs, head. What little colour the beast once possessed fades to a dull, ashen grey. And yet, somehow it summons what strength remains and pulls itself towards Emil, one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome, After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in the world. Halua, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I'm sorry, Halua, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The moment number 6's petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind. The two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet, it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees, a frozen sister and a little brother racked with sin. Alone in this cold cage, the two of them weep in a single silent voice. It was our combined power that destroyed the Aerie. All existences, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet, gentle sister turned into a monster, and the same thing will happen to me now that I have her power. If my instincts as a weapon wins out and destroys me in the process, if that power ends up hurting someone I love,
What have I done? I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you.
But
It's all right. Really? Don't look back.
Because there ain't nothing there anymore.
We had best be off.
Yeah.
Yeah, about an hour more. So I don't think I'm going to reach the end in time. We'll see though. And I might play more tonight, I just need to eat. The Naruto run. Can't see it because I'm covering it up, but she's doing the Naruto run.
This is the last of them.
Now we can find the Shadow Lord. And Yona.
We are quite close though.
We certainly can.
Hold on, Yona. I'm almost there.
But my tongue actually hurts from talking.
We should return to Popola and see if she has any final words for us.
Come on! Ah!
Everything in working order?
Yeah.
Can't take the boat out right now because the canal's apparently crawling with shades. Hate to say it, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to walk.
Your health is diminished. Do be more careful next time.
Then we shall walk. Oh, fade out. That wasn't quite the correct location, was it?
What is it?
So, we can finally save Yona now, huh?
It would appear that way. What is it, lad? You've quite the pensive look on your face.
Listen, I need your advice. It's about Kaine and Emil. This upcoming fight with the Shadow Lord is gonna be rough. And while I'd do anything for Yona, I'm not sure it's fair to drag the two of them into this.
Are you truly worried about such a thing now, after all our merry little band has been through?
Hey, the fuck's this hot garbage you've been spewing?
Someone's been eavesdropping, eh?
Kaine, Emil, look, I just...
Wanted to leave us behind? Why, so we'd be safe? Fuck that.
Kaine's right. You accepted me. You told me we'd be together no matter what happens. Now it's time for us to return the favor.
Don't make me start talking about loyalty and debts and all that. You know I hate mushy shit.
But...
If it makes you feel better, we're not doing it for free. After we rescue Yona, we're totally gonna call in a favor of our own.
That's interesting.
We're going on a journey to cure Kaine's possession and restore my body.
That's interesting.
It's gonna be tons of fun.
Oh, I bet. I bet it's going to be definitely not sad.
Just think of all the delicious local foods we can try along the way.
I'm gonna eat way more than my fair share. So you better get ready to pony up.
I don't... Like, Kaine doesn't look like she eats at all. I was saying this before. It's that armor... It shows a lot more. I guess because the other one, you don't quite see how thin her waist is. But, like, yeah, her waist to hip ratio is large.
Thanks, you two. We're gonna rescue Yona. I swear it.
I marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
Let's save our game quickly. Because, like, even if I get to the end of an hour, there's going to be reading and stuff. There's more stuff, isn't there? So I don't think I'm going to be able to finish in time. I mean, I could just play for a couple of hours longer, but... I mean, playing for 8 hours straight, even with, like, 5-minute breaks, is quite a long time to do it all at once. And I've not eaten in those 8 hours. Well, it's not 8 hours yet, it's 5 hours in the moment. But we're close. And again, if I don't complete it now, I won't take the week off. I'll just play the next day. Obviously, for all you archaeologists, it doesn't make much difference, but... just want to see the room finished. Yeah, very nice.
We saw this shade in the Lost Shrine. What's it doing here?
I have long ceased.
What's that?
It resembles the shade we saw in the Lost Shrine. Why would Popola be collecting figurines of the shades we defeated?
Yeah, why would she? What was that one again?
It's a statue of a boy.
Popola certainly has some eccentric tastes.
I can't remember what that one refers to. From the first half though, isn't it?
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. They say you're gonna go rescue Yona. I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back. I promise.
About that.
Yeah?
Nothing. Never mind. Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
Thanks.
Please be careful. Be careful.
Well, they're both obviously worried about me. You seen?
You kill the Shadow Lord, and let me worry about things here, okay? Once peace is restored, I'm gonna tell Popola how I feel about her. So please don't fail.
Oh, I've got some bad news for you, villager.
I worry for this poor fellow's future.
Don't worry. He won't embarrass himself.
Thanks for coming. I've got some great materials for sale.
Probably not the dude I needed to talk to.
Go get him.
You know what? All of these seem to say new things, though.
I can't spend all day fretting about hunger, so I'll focus on your safe return instead.
Yeah, I don't actually know if I return. We never saw that far ahead.
Thanks for volunteering to help with the water wheel. It's nice that someone still has a sense of community pride.
Oh, it's the boat. Of course it is. Oh there!
Oh there. Getting on?
It's how it starts, it's how it ends. What? It is how it starts. What? It's the prologue and the epilogue. Where it starts is where it ends.
Are we ready?
Let's all make it back alive, okay?
It's a plan.
That's a meal jump. Right, sorry, I stopped talking for a while. I was thinking, which is like talking, but in my head. It's definitely the shrine that feels the most egregious. Like, weirdly enough, redoing sacrifice and redoing, you know, the dogs and all that isn't so bad. But the fact you have to walk all the way to the top of the shrine feels like padding every single time. Oh, there's a side quest here. It's the one I never do because what am I going to do? Leave the place now? Maybe. Then we wouldn't have to do it again. Music's changed though. Oh there.
Hey, there's shades.
Oh no, I've heard this song before. Elaborate machine.
That's the last of them.
Who wanted the tree root? Let's do that.
This should be enough root. Let's get it back to that guy.
Oh fuck! There's no way to easily do that, is there? Not without having to immediately redo this bit. Right, John? Yeah, I don't know if I can be able to do this again. He says not healing. And I'm gonna have to do it again at some point. You know what I mean. I think at this stage people want you just to go towards the end. There might have been a quicker way out as well.
I wonder why the shades are getting so strong. They were never this powerful before.
It seems the Shades are continually expanding their forces.
Looks like they'll just keep pushing us humans back, huh?
No, I'll find a way to stop it.
The Shade who pushes us back is the real enemy. The real villain of the piece. I don't think there's anything up there. I'm gonna check. Interesting. Is that just a quick way up? But I hadn't really noticed. Or just an alternative way up. It looks like it.
Such an ominous sight, and yet I find it strangely nostalgic.
Yeah. This is where Vice and I first met. And first fought together.
Wow! This is where you used to live, Vice?
Well, yes, I suppose. In a technical sense.
Pretty nice digs for a floating magazine.
At least it was free from annoying hussies like yourself.
Yeah. Let's continue, shall we?
And now the path is open.
Oh, there's a flower now in the loading screen. Interesting. Let's talk to some birds. I like to think that one of them is a magical exposition bird and the other one's just a normal bird.
To whom does the true voice speak? To whom does the true form show itself? You must answer.
It can talk!
I ask, why did humans disappear from the world?
What the hell is this?
I believe this is some manner of password.
Password?
Yes. The correct answer should grant us access to the castle. I feel confident I've heard this somewhere before.
You did last time around.
To whom does the true voice speak? To who I ask, why did you must?
Because of a black disease.
I answer, because of a black disease.
I ask, how can humans extend their life?
You bop your soul into a cupboard. Huh.
I answer, by acquiring leaves of the sacred tree.
I think I did that last time as well. That's interesting though. I was curious if it might just let me through regardless. Didn't know.
Blast.
I knew it was wrong as well. Gotta bop your soul into a cupboard. That's how you extend your life.
To whom? Why you? How can?
I answer, by separating body from soul.
I ask, what is the destination of soul?
A cupboard. They are placed in their corresponding shells.
I answer, they are placed in their corresponding shells.
Very well. You are acknowledged as master. You may enter.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Very well.
It's the twins from your village.
Popola? Devola? What are you doing here?
The kick-ass and chew bubblegum. And bubblegum hasn't existed for at least thousands of years.
Hey, any chance you'll just go back to the village? This is a very dangerous place. Even if you can find Yona here, you probably can't get her out.
How did you get here?
Shh. We're asking the questions right now.
They're right. Let's go back to the village.
They're right. Let's go back to the village.
Just curious as to what happens if you click that.
Do you truly wish to go back?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go back.
The end. Several deleterious abnormalities have been found with the subject early stage of treatment, including relapse state resulting in total loss of self. It will investigate the cause of error. The countermeasures immediately. I was told it was a point of no return. I just want to know what happens if you go back to the village. I have saved it. I can load, but
Which job should I give you first?
why is there so many extra quests?
There's a woman here in the village looking for her boyfriend. She should just go look for herself, but hey, she's paying, so I'll shut up.
Yes? Huh.
Come back whenever you... Which job should I give you first?
A memorable, the Shade Army?
I'm worried about the kid at the junk heap who runs Two Brothers Weaponry. You mind paying him a visit? I wrote down the client's location on your map, so head over there to get the detail.
Two Brothers.
Hey, you don't happen to know where my boyfriend is, do you?
Is that Laura Bailey talking?
Sorry, lady. No idea.
Right, of course you don't. I'm so silly sometimes. See, my boyfriend just up and vanished 5 years ago. I keep waiting for him, but I have no idea where he went or if he's even... Hey, wait. You're that kid who does whatever people ask him to do, right? Well then, go find my boyfriend.
I accept. Despicable man.
Well, people usually ask nicely. And I have no idea what your boyfriend looks like, much less where to find him.
Well, he always wears this flashy gold necklace, so maybe you can start there.
And so we find ourselves off on a hunt for a man with a golden necklace. Not exactly the strongest of possible leads.
You'll know Luna. Okay, do I actually have a main quest? I'm really curious as to, like, whether it was a bad idea or not to actually go in and say no. You know what I mean? Like, have I just cut off the end of the game? I might just load the game. It's interesting that there's more here. We did save just outside as well, so I haven't lost any footage or anything. Like, were these quests always there, or are they only available if I say no?
Please be careful.
Let's load our game, eh? Best thing in the world.
Such an ominous sight. And yet I find it strangely nostalgic. And now...
It says I cannot turn back, and I clearly just turned back. That's what I'm confused about. I'm going to do some research on that, I think. Oh, it's the Lunateer, of course. There's a weird noise going on outside.
To whom you must answer. I am wide the hell.
I believe. Yeah.
To I am. Why did you how I
answer.
You are you.
Well then, it seems the way is open.
Right, we're back here again.
It's the twins from your village.
Popola.
Hey, this is a very... Even if you can't...
How did...
What are you two doing here?
I'm not going to answer that. You can figure it out yourself.
We're here to rescue Yona.
No dice, huh? Well, I guess we don't have a choice then. No, I suppose not. How sad. We didn't want to fight you. We really didn't want to.
Devil! What's happening?
Sorry, this fate was predetermined. Still, we spoke to truth. We really wanted to avoid this if possible. We were hoping to put it off for 100 years or so. Until the next generation came along.
What are you talking about?
Are they shades?
I don't think so.
It's a lie! I don't believe it!
Kill him, you glory!
We never thought you'd grow to be this powerful.
This is madness. Why do you block our path?
You have no cause to speak so with us, Grimoire Vice. You are a traitor.
What now? They copied my powers.
Ah, shit on a shingle. They can use the sealed verses.
Of course we can. The power came from us in the first place. You were simply loaned a small portion of it.
Vice, are you all right?
Devola! Popola! Why are you guys doing this? Why are you siding with the Shades? Why?
The answer to every riddle lies within the heart of the Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord? So you've been on his side this whole time?
You must search for that answer yourself. You've got to face your own truth now. Please, enter the Shadow Lord's castle.
Devola and Popola are fighting us.
Yes, they do seem to be putting us through a great deal of...
You okay, Vice?
How odd. For long years, my mind and tongue have been my greatest assets. But now the latter seems to be... Hell.
Vice?
Don't look at me like that. I am Grimoire Vice. I am Wolf.
I think I hear a waltz.
Drew, dear, you do hear a waltz.
It certainly is a grand affair.
Bunch of dancing bastards.
They're all shades!
I think we're locked in!
It's not like I was planning to leave.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that.
They can roll as well. It's the most efficient way of fighting them.
Damn it! It won't stop coming!
I'll open the next door. Cover me!
Oh, how I do love a good
Parts!
Oh, right. Protect the hussy, yes? Good plan. Let's go.
Protect Kaine for us!
Ooh, I was just using one of those.
Kaine! Hurry!
It's not open yet?
Do I look like a goddamn locksmith to you?
Oh, I know that weapon then.
No, you idiots. What are you doing?
Lock doesn't want to open? Fine. I'll just break it down.
Stop, you impatient fool.
We don't need the
Damn
key.
no good bullshit bastard! Open the fuck up already! Ugh! Got it.
Kaine, look out!
These things are freaking me out! Kaine! What's wrong?
We need to help Kaine!
Fine, babies.
We need to
Yes,
help
they appear to be
Kaine.
eggs, but I'm gonna poke 'em all. Gotta poke 'em all. And that's poke 'em on. No, I'm gonna poke 'em off.
We need to help Kaine!
You okay?
Yeah. Well, we got problems.
It appears that I am legend.
We don't need forgiveness, asshole.
Kaine?
Wait a second. Wait a second. Your heart is different. It ain't hatred, and it ain't sadness. What's going on here, sunshine?
How should I know?
Kaine, are you all right?
I'm fine. Let's just kill some shit and move on, alright?
Interesting. Oh, how very interesting.
It seems to lose some control when it charges.
Shit.
Oh dear.
This thing?
I'll say yes.
Fog. Oh no!
We can't stop now. Damn it.
Having such a good time. We're having the
Stay
ball
focused, Kaine.
room.
Don't fall victim to such distractions.
Come on! We have to keep going!
Let's go! This way! Move!
Up here!
How can we deal with this thing?
Please, hurry!
I love that she kicks at that
Damn
door.
it, I can't get it open!
Attack incoming!
The entrance is locked too!
It seems we are in a bit of a predicament.
Oh, you pissed her off now. Maybe you shouldn't have killed her friends. Look at her. So full of scorn and hate. She's just like you, Sunshine.
We're not so different, you and I.
Different. Hate is just another crush for you.
Hey now.
You're in pain, you're lonely, no one likes you. So you try to hide it under violence and hate.
I'm not like that at all.
It's okay.
It is.
Look, I'm the same way. But just realizing that isn't going to help. It's too late for us now. It's too late for everything. We're too far gone, you and me. That's why we...
I think I won that fight. Nah, fuck off, I won that fight.
傘程度と血いるとて
出土汗より一旦人だあらペルアとシデチウセキオンイラコク
かついて
What are you doing here?
サルリとシータとカイザムとキロだろ
You are correct.
いやアラトテ三世体
ウワリとてトラス感化失禁で
But
あらペルアと
女でキリゴイタリ
いやトサチチサタとレルタカイザムチと
Almost got out of there before the cutscene.
Let me go! Stop it! Damn it! King, no!
ギ後でアリクラーサアゴ
No! Open the door! You can't fight that thing on your own!
ゆっくくおたおきアルタビエトクルトこっちいるかてケータルイトエチケロアルテリアだせ
ギウジ
各石技師
真鍮カレルタカイザムテラス
なんだあらたてウラーヌペルアとチ
ウラーヌカリバルトトラチOpen the damn door!
Knock it off already. Let's go.
Kaine.
He's fighting for you. And for Fira. Don't let him die for nothing.
my friend.
Knock knock. I don't know the words, don't hum, John. I like that this castle makes way to this room.
Popola!
Very ordinary looking room. And a very ordinary looking house in the background. Maybe like a cool house, but still. Not fantasy. Not sci-fi.
Oh, look. You made it. We've been waiting for so long.
Why are you doing this?
It began 1,300 years ago. Humanity, finding itself on the brink of extinction, undertook a last-ditch rescue plan called Project Gestalt.
Gestalt?
Do you still not remember, Grimoire Weiss? Then let's give you a refresher.
Weiss! My mind. I remember. Devola. Popola. You are not human. In fact. Oh no.
Yeah, sometimes the truth can be a real bitch. You want to finish that thought for him, sister? All of us. Every person standing in this room are mere shells created by the true humans.
So, I mean, there's nothing in their programming that says they have to be a dick about all this. And I don't mean fighting back. I'm sure there's a reason. There's nothing in the programming says, yeah, but you need to be real antagonistic about telling them this information.
What are you saying?
You still don't get it? You aren't human.
So then humans, I mean, the true humans, are extinct?
No, they still live on. You know them as shades. Each shade is a twisted remnant of what was once a human being.
Crazy, huh? Now let's skip the part where you stand there with your mouths agape and just get down to business.
Wait.
Sorry, but we're gonna be needing that shell of yours. The rightful owner has been waiting for a very long time. Please don't be angry with us. We are only doing our duty. Our endless existences have a single purpose: to control the lives of others in accordance with the will of the true humans. You have your own motives, your own desires. And we have ours. I fear it really is just that simple.
Don't speak such foolishness.
Sorry. You and us, we're the same. Tools in the hands of a master.
No. I'm nothing like you.
Devola? Devola? Popola, are you crying? No! Don't die! You know, Popola, I understand now why we're twins. It's because we were born without souls. Devola, I can't stop the bleeding. Oh God, I can't stop it. This world is too lonely for one without a soul. There's too much emptiness. Our souls are missing. And yet somehow our tears still work. It's kind of weird. Sorry, sis. I love you. Devola! Devola! Don't you go! No, I can't be alone! Devola!
Popola. Let's stop this now.
Stop? Stop? Now you want to stop? You think you have the luxury to stop? You cut down my sister like a goddamn animal and now you want to stop?
Popola, wait! It doesn't have to—
No one stops! It's way too late to stop!
I did, I just loaded my game.
No one stops!
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devola were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world wither for time immemorial. The coolness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
There's a lot of bullets. I just died, didn't I? Yeah. The end. Let's continue. Yeah, that's bullet strong.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devola were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world with us for time immemorial. Cruelness of such a fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting!
Alright, fine, let's put on the Phoenix Spear.
It's the only way!
It's so good, the Phoenix Spear. Haha, I died again. Wasn't paying attention. What time are we on? Oh, it's almost 6 hours. It's really frustrating because clearly I don't have that much more left.
Please, don't do this, Popola! You and Devola were like parents to me!
Those two have watched the world with us for time immemorial.
It's just like, it's fast enough to stop that from happening.
Fate is difficult to imagine.
I don't want to do this! I don't want to fight her!
Stop bitching and start fighting! It's the only way!
No stopping ever!
Won't stop, can't stop, don't stop the beat.
The bridge!
Blast! We're trapped.
I've got an idea.
I fear we're done for.
It'll be all right.
Huh?
You know, when I was young, I hated my eyes. And now that I'm older, I hate what my body has become. But there's something else there now. Something like pride, you know? I mean, without all this, I couldn't have become your friend. Goodbye, my friends. Thank you for everything.
No, we were going to get your body back. That's what we're doing afterwards.
Emil.
For so long, all I could do was destroy. But now, I have a chance to save something.
No!
Now get going, okay?
Emil.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine.
Emil! Emil!
Emil! You jackass, get back here!
Ooh. Oh, that's good.
Oh dear. Kaine's so unstable, and Vice can't stop arguing with people.
Hello, Ichi.
I hope they can hold it together once I'm gone.
I was going to stop because it's been 6 hours, but like...
I guess they'll just have to learn.
I can hardly stop now, right? Glad you feel better.
I want to see you again. I want to see all of you again. Just one more time. scared. I don't want to die.
Well, also there's a bunch of lurkers here now, so don't want to leave them in the lurch. That very much felt like an annihilation. However, some part remains at the very least. It's the lunatic. Ooh, new stuff. There's the lunatic down there. Here we are. Mr. Captain Gestalt. I'm down to 3. Just the one lurker again. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Let's go.
Kaine is quite often id, driven by her id rather than her ego. Why she swears all the time, presumably. Because it's just emotion. Uncontrolled. But a little bit of restraint goes a long way. Right, I'll be like a minute. Like a minute, I won't be long, honestly. Right. Let's go onwards towards the end. It is... I mean, when I cut it into 2, all the breaks will make it slightly less than 6 hours anyway. It depends how long this ending is, though. Let's go for the full swing. Pahuloth! I can't bother to do words right now. I will do it during Route C. Let's get these used colouring books. Yeah, there's very little advantage into using the slowest, heaviest weapon. I'm sure it does more damage, but the spears are just so much like more utility. The stun breaking. You've got to wait an age for this sword to actually hit anything. I'd even be tempted to say they should probably just make the swords slightly stronger, two-handed ones. Like I'm like level 31 and overpowered as fuck in this situation. So arguably it adds the challenge back in, but and I'm not struggling, but I mean I say that, but I'm also but during the normal course of events, there's a lot. Just nothing beats the spear in the speed and everything. The room.
Yona!
The boy has wings! Him Gestalt. What did Gestalt look like with Papa NieR?
This ends here. Strike hard. Hold nothing back.
Let's just go for the finish there.
How can a mere tool hope to stand against the Shadow Lord?
Don't speak in such a manner, fool. I am nothing like you. Watch out!
Be careful!
I know.
Hey, sunshine. I ain't surprised, but I think your heart is the hate is gone. The sadness is gone. It's just a bunch of white light now. What the hell's going on here?
You can't tell, Tiny. You're not the only voice in my life anymore. I've experienced fear, hate, and now sympathy. I'm a curse, a freak. I know that. But guess what? He still accepts me. He still forgives me.
Oh, come on. You're doing this for him?
I'm tired of this world, and everybody in it. But I'll become his sword one last time. Vice, you alright?
Naturally, I'm as fit as a fit.
Fit as a fiddle.
Wait. Brother?
Yoda.
Mother!
Huh?
Please, just stop. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't need someone else's body. I don't want it. There's another girl inside this body. I can hear her. She won't stop crying. She says she wants to see her brother.
Yoda's been possessed?
This girl loves her brother too, just as much as I do. It's not right, you know? It's not right that she can't see him.
I'm assuming in the same way that both Yonas sort of understand what's going on, like in a kind of thematic sense, both NieRs are just as bad as each other.
Isn't it?
In the fact they relentlessly pursue without really considering what the hell's actually going on.
Yes, it's me. Let's go home.
It does make the fact that Yona is completely passive better, because had she had any kind of real control, she probably would have sorted a lot of this out.
I'm really sorry. I don't know what to... I'm so very sorry. No matter what. Just know that... I love you.
Back into the cupboard with you.
Hurry. The shade that possessed her is gone.
Cut! Watch over Yoda for me. I don't understand your sadness. You think I'm gonna sympathize with you? I swore to protect my sister and my
Oh, that's a move.
Danger. They must stand aside or be cut down.
Alright, I see what he does.
Let's finish this.
That's not a move I recognise.
Weiss, what's wrong?
Fine.
You're freaking me out here, Weiss.
What are you doing? Come so. Do it. Strike the killing blow.
Is that a killing blow? I believe I understand who these two people are.
No bother. One moment, please.
You okay?
Fine, just fine. Alright, no, I'm not.
Weiss.
It seems some headstrong idiot has decided to push me beyond my limits.
I love the book
I
doing
should
that
have
walk.
taken that job as a cookbook when I
Boop.
had the chance.
Boop, 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 boop.
Weiss. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Only joking. I hate cookbooks.
But
Let's go. Out of the way. I have one final task to fulfill.
where are you going?
Why, to stop him, of course. But after that, it's up to you. Only you can see this battle to its conclusion. I wish you luck, my friend.
You can't. I swore I'd always fight by your side.
You are an exceedingly stubborn lad. You know that, yes? Perhaps that's why I've so enjoyed our time together. But I fear this is where our journey ends.
Weiss!
Oh, and remember what I told you about using my full name. Well, forget it. I've grown rather fond of Weiss.
What about Vicey?
Weiss. I knew you'd come around.
Don't let it go to your head now.
I have something to defend. I have a reason to live. Shut up.
Poke. I should have changed weapon at the last second. Now, where did this end last time? We had one extra scene, didn't we? Not caught up with ourselves. Just yet. This is new. Yeah, both trying to rescue their sister. We have pipe now.
Here. You can have this cookie.
Don't worry about it, Yona. I'm already full.
This again? That's what you said yesterday. You haven't been eating anything lately. Come on, at least take half.
So these two human.
Thanks.
In near the Gestalt and the human. Or they just earlier replicants? I make.
Hey. Thanks for always being there for me. Oh, here. I brought your hat.
Thanks, Yona.
Okay. Assuming this is the final scene. I don't know if this is the final scene though, do I? I don't know if I should press buttons right now. Yes, okay. So I knew Shadow Lord was the first NieR, because it says so in the files, and I assumed that Yona was the first one. But I wasn't sure if the humans from the first scene were also the first ones, if that makes any sense. Yes, yeah, don't worry, I know that bit. With the replicants. I just didn't know if there were multiple generations of replicants. I suppose it makes no sense for there to be multiple generations of replicants. Because original NieR fought Shades. That's the very first scene. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Let's have a look at the voices. Yeah. Yeah, so I suppose the people that he fought were the ones that failed straight away. Oh, hang on, let's look at the voices. Oh, they go past too fast. I don't think it's his voices. In the case, I don't think there's that many people in this game. So yeah, a lot of this I figured out the first ending. It's nice to see the scene though. The thing that I'm humming about is why he sees those big beasts. The 6... It's actually 5, isn't it? The 5 pieces of the sigil. I'm wondering why he sees them. Who those 5 are. It's weird that it does this in alphabetical order. But yeah, I paused the game when I got the file, and it says. I also sort of figured out from the name that the game's called Replicant, that we're probably all replicants. and the implication that NieR Gestalt was the original NieR. The one thing I hadn't put together was that the original scene was human NieR, because I'd forgotten about that original scene. It's been a while since I've seen it. But it does make sense. We're singing in French right now. Or is it that strange multi-language? Ah. It's quite hard to tell, because I don't know how much actual control Shadow Lord has. So I referenced I Am Legend, which is a book. It's about a book about one man fighting vampires. And in the end of I Am Legend, the dude realizes, oh, so the vampires are sapient. They're just, yeah, the humans died off, but the zombie vampires were a new race. And to the zombie vampires, the guy from I Am Legend was this terrifying single person murdering them all in their sleep. They were awake at night and asleep during the day. So the villain to I Am Legend is the main character who has to realise, oh, I'm the boogeyman. I Am Legend. And then they made a film about it and went, yeah, but it's Will Smith. Will Smith can't be the baddie, and they sort of forget. I think the real villain is... there's no real villains, that's the sort of point, isn't it? Yeah. I think the Shades kind of do have to sort of move on if the replicants all have souls. It's unfortunate that they are put in these terrifying monsters. But, like, obviously they attack humans and they can't really help it, but like, they shouldn't be surprised that humans attack back, not realising they're only monsters. NieR survived! Emil survived!
Wow!
Yay!
That was crazy! I can't believe how well my sister's body holds up.
It's a weird thing to say, but I get it.
Kinda hard to move when you're just ahead. I wonder where everybody is. I can't wait to see them again. But before that can happen, there's some stuff I gotta do first. Like finding a body. Or at least some legs. I sure hope Kaine and Weiss haven't killed each other yet. I swear, you leave them alone for 1 minute.
This is very sad, because I know what happens to Emil. So, I won't say anything, just in case anyone watches this and hasn't played NieR Automata. But there's a side quest where you have to get the Lunateer to find out exactly what happened to Emil. It's the hardest quest to do. And I've not done it, but I've read it, because I couldn't be bothered. But what it actually does is it just tells you what's happened between now and the next game from Emil's perspective. And as you might imagine, it's kind of sad. Anyway, I will exit this scene. Obtain all the weapons in the game, you'll be able to make one final decision that affects the story. See. I'm assuming that wasn't so clear last time. Ah, I see. That didn't go so far over time. In fact, if I cut it down, I'm pretty sure it'll be 3 sets of 2 hours each. I'm gonna go. I've not eaten all day. I've been John Proxy. Hang on. Let's see what costumes I have. But while I say my goodbyes, I will say that I've been John Proxy, of course. I've been streaming on my John Proxy channel, as I like to do. I'll tell you what. Let's go for your half a bit. And you can be Kabuki. We'll apply these changes. We are going to let you go. I'm not going to start a new game just yet because there'll be like 4 hours of worth reading, I'm sure. But yes, I've got a YouTube channel which is called The Proximity. I've got a second one which is called The Jonfluence. Both with the. Thank you for watching, lurkers, and you archaeologists find it far off in the future. I'll see you next time. I need some music, don't I? Yeah. It's not, there's no music there though.